Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans, and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
And his first look is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They fake the give, now Mahomes. And that one going to come up short, low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A handoff right. It's Gore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch and they say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
The throw over the middle taken in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go with Gore. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is taken at the 15. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Montana. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Gore, hand off left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Charles. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first down carry here for Charles. Able to power through. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the carry, it's Holmes. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They will look to throw. Montana. They go with a screen to Gore. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Montana. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Montana to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles to about the 40-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Now here's Mahomes. A dump off for Charles. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They run it. It's Charles. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go play action with Montana. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Montana. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. First and 10 for Montana and company. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Montana. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Craig. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Montana. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun, here's Montana. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd down and 1.
They'll look to throw again.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. From the pistol, it's Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw is Montana. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On 1st down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Mahomes.
throw here that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. And again, it's Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. That ball caught. It's Rice. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff for Gore.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. It's Craig. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here's Montana to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He finds Taylor, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter. Goal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Gore. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Montana. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Back to the ground game here. Goal. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Montana. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Going underneath for Charles. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw is Montana. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a 1-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
First and 10 for Montana and company. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A first down carry here for Charles. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. On the return, here's Hall. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out come the Chiefs now. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
Up the middle they go with Gore. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Gore on the toss right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 106 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good! The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.